Reading is the way toward taking a gander at a progression of composed images and getting significance from them. At the point when we read, we utilize our eyes to get composed images, letters, accentuation checks and spaces, and we think carefully to change over them into words, sentences, and sections that convey something to us. Reading can be quiet, in our mind, or out loud, so others can hear. Reading is an open expertise. Through it we get data. However, the perplexing interaction of reading additionally requires the expertise of talking, so we can articulate the words that we read. In this sense, reading is additionally a gainful expertise in that we are both accepting data and communicating it, regardless of whether just to ourselves. Hey, welcome to Top 10. Today we come up with interesting facts of reading for those who are planning to start reading and already a reader. Number 10. Enhances memory. In the event that you are searching for approaches to improve your memory and fixation and furthermore diminish pressure, reading will help. The mind-invigorating exercises from reading have appeared to hinder psychological decrease in mature age with individuals who partook in more intellectually animating exercises over their lifetimes. It likewise has shown a more slow pace of decrease in memory and other intellectual abilities. Number 9. Great way to spend time together. Without a doubt, reading is maybe perhaps the most ideal approaches to invest one's free energy. There are a few explanations for it, one of them being that reading books furnishes us with the most improving wellspring of entertainment. While reading books, you can get away from your own unremarkable reality, travel to places whose names you have never heard and meet characters that you wish to exist in actuality. Reading a book can likewise assist you with defeating your terrible relational abilities and assist you with having a superior order over the language. It is just through reading that you get presented to an assortment of words, styles of account and feelings, extending your viewpoint in all parts of writing and language. Reading a book can likewise show you a few exercises that no genuine experience could possibly familiarize you with. Reading books resembles being on a way of self-disclosure. Number 8. Improve writing skills. Albeit not all insatiable perusers are acceptable authors, most great scholars are not kidding perusers. Reading includes two things, understanding of the topic and the memory to hold the material read, the two of which are parts of the learning interaction. Indeed, a ton of studies have even proposed that compassing abilities improve from reading all in all, instead of the different learning of language and syntax. These days even a little piece of compassing, such as making a business show, frequently requires research abilities that include a great deal of reading. Number 7. Reduce stress. Reading can help lessen pressure. Large numbers of us underestimate this basic demonstration since we have so much required reading in our everyday lives: the paper, traffic signs, messages, and bills. Reading can be a brilliant and solid escape from the pressure of regular day-to-day existence. Essentially, by opening a book, you permit yourself to be welcomed into an artistic world that diverts you from your everyday. Number 6. Boost analytical thinking. Insightful abilities are characterized as the capacity to picture, conceptualize, and tackle both straightforward and complex issues utilizing all data available. In request to lead others, compelling correspondence, and the capacity to identify fundamental reading. Fiction can help improve these scientific abilities. Specifically, the better you are at envisioning yourself in your colleagues' positions, the better pioneer or cooperative person you will be. In the event that you can viably sympathize, can recognize qualities and shortcomings in that specific individual's capacities and relegate errands that best suit the person in question. Solid correspondence will help you express and eloquent objectives and what you anticipate from your group. You ought to likewise be available to eccentricism and groundbreaking thoughts that may improve the undertaking or cycle. Adjusting to extra data is a fundamental contributor to critical thinking. Number 5. Builds your reading fluency. Reading with familiarity is one of the hardest reading procedures to instruct. How significant? It has the ability to fuel reading energy or wear out and slow down striving perusers. Regularly, an absence of familiarity stalls out and baffled. At the point when understudies don't peruse with familiarity, they are reading excessively sluggish and are too centered around every individual word to have a decent comprehension of the section. Overall, proceeded with botches when reading likewise adds to this absence of comprehension. At the point when understudies are reading so relentlessly, it is depleting for them and they don't have the endurance to peruse longer messages. It intensely influences inspiration. Number 4, improves vocabulary. Individuals who read more will in general have a superior jargon with a more noteworthy comprehension of the use of those words. Getting an enormous jargon can profit you in school, at work, and socially. It will empower you to comprehend others' thoughts better and to have the fulfillment of getting your musings and thoughts across more viably. Reading opens us to more words and thoughts inside a setting that gives meaning and appropriate use. Simultaneously, those new words assist us with bettering comprehend the foundation of comparative words, consequently further extending the jargon and our language utilization. Each new word that enters your mind starts as a seed. It needs to flourish and expect sustenance to endure. Growing your jargon is a lifetime cycle and to a great extent relies upon building propensities and keeping up normal practice. Learning another word requires significant investment, so it's in every case better you start little. Either by developing a propensity for reading newspapers, magazines, or a page in a novel. Number 3, increase creativity. Numerous investigations have been led on the well-being and mental advantages of reading books. On the off chance that you invest the energy going through the considerable arrangements of results, you may very well leave feeling that reading is a type of super action, a marvel drug that makes us more intelligent and better. Truly, you wouldn't be that far off. When it goes to those of us in imaginative fields, creators, journalists, advertisers, and so on, the issue isn't such a lot of that we don't peruse, it's that we invest our energy reading sites, tweets, magazines, and other short structure pieces. This is extraordinary for devouring loads of data and keeping awake to date, however it doesn't work our cerebrums a similar path as a book, which is an action that powers the peruser to discard the interruptions and core interest. It's this center that goes about as an impetus for the numerous advantages that come from reading books, not the least of which is an expansion in creativity. Number 2, makes you a superior person. Truly, it is anything but an interesting expression. Not one, but rather two, equal considers found that perusing really makes you a superior individual, seriously mindful and sympathetic towards others. In 2013, Emory University did an examination that analyzed the minds of individuals after they read to those of individuals that didn't peruse. In any case, that is not all, clinicians David Kummer-Kitt and Emmanuel Castano at the New School for Social Research in New York have demonstrated that perusing artistic fiction upgrades the capacity to identify and comprehend others' feelings, a urgent expertise in exploring complex social connections. Number 1, prevent Alzheimer's disease. There is developing proof recommending that taking part in intellectually animating exercises shields the mind from neurodegenerative infections like Alzheimer's. In one investigation, specialists took neuropathological assessments of the minds of 294 old, expired patients. The outcomes were self-evident. Patients who took part in more psychological movement all through life displayed indications of less neurological decay. Fortunately, reading is a psychologically difficult and animating action. Around 33% of the mind is engaged with breaking down visual data. As per teacher and researcher Sabine Kastner, the left side of the equator of the cerebrum is to a great extent answerable for reading and understanding. The article cortex of our cerebrums, situated around here, perceives shape qualities of what we see. When reading, the article cortex makes word banks dependent on actual qualities of letters, words, and sentences. Reading forestalls Alzheimer's by keeping these vital spaces of the mind dynamic. Neuro pathways engaged with certainty maintenance, creative mind, and authentic handling are engaged with reading as well and help forestall intellectual decrease. Specialists found that reading builds life span. An investigation from Yale broke down 35 members beyond 50 years old. The members who read in any event 30 minutes daily expanded their future by a normal of 23 months. So, hope you enjoyed the video, comment below your feedback. We will come up with another awesome video. Till then, stay safe and bye.